Hi there, welcome to day 26, Review and Adjust. So today I kind of thought that I would, day 26, wow, we've got 4 more days to go of the challenge. It's just amazing. And if you've just picked this up at some stage, it's a bit of a circle thing and you can actually pick it up at any time. So I'm just going to go through today doing a little bit of adjusting. Reviewing and adjusting anything that I feel just needs a little bit of something extra now, because I can reflect on, it's been, well, how many days? 26 days. Go back in and just see and see if I can pull it all together a little bit. And this won't be the first time or the last time that I do this process. And this little book is really just for me. It's been a way to journey through possibilities and opportunities. And it's not really designed as it's got to be aesthetically pleasing to myself, but it doesn't actually matter that it's not perfect at all. But I do like quite often, just if there's a bit of a joining or of a bit of a flow between one page and the next. Except when I was actually working on this journal, you may have noticed I sometimes jumped pages, and that was just because it suited, sometimes the images that had been seeded on the page didn't really fit with what I was wanting to work on that day. Now I have this amazing quote by Eileen Caddy, who was the founder of Findhorn. And she said, cease trying to work everything out with your minds. It will get you nowhere. Live by intuition and inspiration, and let your whole life be a revelation. Now, there you go. I mean, she's given us permission to just, follow our intuition. I find Findhorn really, really fascinating. I've got the transformation game, and I've played that with friends a number of times. And I've got a book that's come my way about it, and I've got a dear friend who actually lived there as well. So, it's been around a little bit about Findhorn. But anyway, I suppose in a way Eileen Caddy was really before her time, and did amazing things, wondrous things, and has been really probably almost the grandmother of probably that new age movement that sort of happened around the 60s and the 70s and beyond, really. So I'm just grabbing a piece from the previous page and I'm pulling it in and carrying on. So there we go. So what does that kind of mean for us? Don't try to, we can't plan everything. Sometimes things we just have to follow our heart. We have to follow our intuition, and sometimes those things don't make a lot of sense, and perhaps particularly not to outsiders, they really don't make a lot of sense. Like for me personally, I was sort of looking at the YouTube channel. I've been getting a lot from this, and so that's why I'm continuing, but kind of on the basis of, oh, well, if you're looking at numbers, you'd say, oh, well, maybe this isn't something that people are wanting. But what I'm realizing is this can be picked up at any time, and that's really more the idea of this whole process. So please, pick it up, drop it, come back to it anytime when you're wanting a little bit of inspiration. So as I said, you can kind of see that I'm just anything that feels like it needs a little bit more detailing. And because I do these live, often they're a little bit wet and you can't actually work on them at the time. So I'm just keeping a little bit of a check on our time, and I'm not going to take too long. I do have another quote as well today. You're lucky we've got two. It was, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. And that was Franklin D. Roosevelt. So the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. So, it goes back to a little bit of, do reflect on what intentions you have. And like, I know my intention was to learn a little bit about filming, and just to have this experience, of making a commitment, probably to people who I don't know, to be, and to share inspiration that I've had over the years, and I suppose a little bit of giving back, paying it forward, if you like. So, adjusting, if something's not quite working, just adjust it, and go from there. There's nothing ever wrong, really. As you can see, I'm going in and adjusting things, and maybe it won't be quite right, but it doesn't actually matter. Nothing actually really matters, not with creativity anyway. It's more that you actually are doing it and having a go. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you though, lovely to see you again. Thank you for participating.